Hello everyone, welcome in my channel ASP.NET Core. Today I am going to show you block login if email is not confirmed in ASP.NET Core. So first of all, in startup.cs file, add this thing in service.configure identity options. With the options, you have set the passwords required length and email if you want, and if you want to block login, just add options.signin.required email equals to true. And if you set that line in your startup.cs file in under the configure service method, just you can see login successful login. I mean to say that username and the passwords, if both are correct but email is not confirmed, then you have to block login. That is already just sign in into the system by using the email ID and the passwords, and you notice that that is the invalid login attempt. You can see that invalid login attempt where that error occurs. If you set false, options.signin.required email is set to false, that is default is false, then you can easily access any credentials in your applications. Okay, so just log in your required email ID, that is email ID and the passwords. Yeah, that is logged in easily, and set to true. There is prohibited to enter into the system because email is not confirmed. And you have to see again, and you know that this thing is quite easy to understand in identity server in ASP.NET Core. So just open your areas folder where identities exist in the form of the pages. So just under the identity tab, under the pages tab, under the account tab, you have to see in login.cshtml file. Just open login.cshtml.cs file, where you can see that that type of error message. You have to see that invalid login attempt is there when result is not successfully succeeded. I mean to say that if result dot succeeded is set to false, result dot required two-factor and is lockout features is set to false, then model state dot add model error, that is string dot empty invalid login attempt, and return to page. And if you want to set that desired, that thing is used in your identity server, the default is by the Microsoft. That error message actually generated by the Microsoft team, because if you set that type of error, which is that is where user equals to await user manager dot find by email async. Okay, so under the email is input dot email, and if you set if user is not equals to null, as well as user confirmed email, user is not equals to null, and also set with the logical and user dot confirmed email. If set to true, then return to the false. Confirmed email is false, then set to true, and then generate that type of message, that is model dot model state dot add model error string dot empty, and in which you can set the desired error message, that is email not confirmed. Okay, But how Microsoft skip that type of steps in ASP.NET Core Identity? Because if you set that type of error message on your screen, then any hackers and crackers easily get your email and the passwords, and by the email confirmation you have to set any email and passwords is there, and hack and any XML XSS attacks and any other tracking to your accounts. So that type of message is not required to add into your project, because that type of error message is email not confirmed yet. This is the correct message actually display on your screen, but Microsoft doesn't skip that type of steps, that is user and null and user confirmed email. Because any hackers, if any hackers want your email and the passwords, and only one thing is needed, that is email confirmed. If you set to true, then you can easily logged into your system. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to identity server and many more things. If you want anything related to the identity servers, then ping me, and via using comments, and also mail to me. Okay, if you want to any project requirements, then please mail me on oneTharun@outlook.com. This is my the default ID where you can upload your requirements and such things. Thank you very much for watching this video.